Good evening. So my name is Dr. Nicole Esposito, and I'm the CEO of Manchester Community College. And welcome to the donor, thank you. I want to welcome everyone to the donor recognition and awards reception. I'm thrilled by tonight's turnout and proud to welcome our donors, alumni, foundation directors, faculty, staff, students, retirees, and community friends. And it was a pleasure to walk around and get to know many of you tonight and see some familiar faces again. So it's nice to see you all here. So tonight's event has particular meaning because we are celebrating the 60th anniversary of the college. It's amazing. And this is the 55th anniversary of the MCC Foundation. Yes, that deserves a round of applause. These milestones in the great college that is MCC, Manchester Community College, is only possible because of the vision, generosity, passion, and commitment from people like all of you and those that came before you. So I want to share a little bit about the MCC history, and many of you in this room actually know the history, probably better than I do. But MCC was established in September of 1963 as the second community college in the state of Connecticut. It's humbling to imagine what it takes to launch a community college, but the daunting task was embraced by dozens of visionary local leaders who became our founders and to whom we owe a debt of gratitude. Classes were initially held at Manchester High School, and in 1965, the college came under the jurisdiction of the state of Connecticut. Enrollment in 1963 was 34 full-time and 88 part-time students. It's incredible. And today, MCC enrolls 3,700 credit-seeking students each semester, and we serve over 10,000 students a year when you add in the credit and the non-credit students. That's amazing growth. The first graduating class consisted of 6 students in 1965. And this year, we graduated 630, which actually, it was closer to 700 actually. It was closer to 700 students that graduated this year, which is incredible. In those early years, tuition was $100 per year. I know, wah wah. Today, it is $4,700, but we are still the most affordable higher education option in the state. So that's a big deal. In 1971, temporary classrooms were installed on the site on what is now the lower campus. And we affectionately on campus call it the trailers. For those of you who've been here a while, right? The trailers that we talk about. In 1984, the Low Student Service Center opened, and it was named for our founding president, Dr. Fred Lowe. The Learning Resource Center opened in 2000. In 2003, the Arts, Science, and Technology Building opened along with the SBM Charitable Foundation Auditorium. And Great Path Academy, which is our middle college high school, opened in 2009. So we have grown tremendously since the college has started. The college now has over 500,000 square feet of facilities on about 160 acres of land. And we have 250 full-time employees and over 500 part-time instructors at the college. A little about the role in the community. I would say that we play a very large role in the community. And since 1965, more than 25,000 students have graduated from MCC. We are populating the next workforce. Tens of thousands more have transferred to baccalaureate institutions. In 6 decades, MCC has become a major engine for opportunity, offering an affordable, quality, and accessible education to all members of our community. MCC now offers 120 associate degrees and certificate programs. The economic impact of this institution is immeasurable as we continue to meet regional and state workforce needs. MCC also serves a very diverse population. About 55% of our students are students of color, and 57% are female. And nearly 2/3, yes, that's worth a, yes, that's right. Because we didn't see many females in college when this college was founded, right? So we've come a long way. And nearly 2/3 are the first in their families to ever attend college. So we serve primarily first-generation students entering higher education. So it's really incredible. So I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for your commitment to MCC's mission and your personal investment in our students' success. Although the restructuring of our community colleges comes with quite a bit of uncertainty, you can rest assured that this campus will continue to shape lives and empower students to pursue their dreams. And I can personally commit myself to that as well. So before I go off on too many tangents, right, about all of that, I would like to introduce, and it's my pleasure to introduce, Peter Gross, who was our president of the MCC Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Esposito. The foundation, as you heard, was founded in 1968, really as a philanthropic arm of the college. And over these last 55 years, we've served a vital purpose in providing the opportunity for more students to have better access to education, higher education here in Manchester. We've also provided the driving force behind a number of, or the financial driving force behind a number of the programs that the college has done over those years. Dr. Donald Morrison served as the foundation's first president at that time and served for 20 years, it turns out. And I join with my fellow directors, who I'm very proud to be here with tonight, to look back and recognize the legacy that those directors have had, the hundreds of directors that have had over the years, over these 55 years, in stewarding the foundation's assets to be able to further our mission to help the students here in Manchester. The scholarship program of the foundation was established pretty early on when the foundation started, and it remains really a cornerstone of what we're all about. That's really our major focus. In the early years, the foundation assets were limited and scholarships awards were small. I guess tuition was really small. But in 1989, as a data point, the foundation's assets were $64,000. $1,100 was distributed for scholarships, and a little over $2,000 was distributed for programs. Today, the foundation's assets total more than $16 million. This year, the foundation has distributed over $1.2 million to the college, and of that, $953,000 is scholarships. If you don't feel good about being able to do that, you're missing something, because it's really an honor to be participating in that. 800 awards went to 625 deserving students. That's also a record, the number of students we've been able to reach. And we also funded just shy of $300,000 in programs, academic programs, equipment, technology, the food pantry, and emergency student aid. So we're there to help in a lot of different ways. The dramatic growth of the foundation is really, and our ability to impact students has been because of the generosity of donors that have come before and been our stalwart supporters of the college for many years. Many of you tonight have helped make that happen, and we thank you for that. We're excited to celebrate tonight not only the anniversaries of the college and the foundation, but in this program we're also going to recognize some special people and partners that have been very important to helping MCC Foundation achieve its mission and achieve it really in a pretty substantial way this year. So at this time I'd like to introduce Shay Smith, who will introduce the first one of our awardees. Shay is MCC alumna, class of 2015. She's a director of the foundation board, and she's a programming coordinator at ESPN. So, Shay.
The MCC Alumni Association is part of the MCC Foundation. Their mission is to keep the alumni connected to the college and to each other, and also to provide opportunities for alumni to support the college and its students. It is my honor to present the Alumni Volunteer of the Year Award, which recognizes the alumnus who has provided extraordinary service that has enhanced alumni relations efforts and advanced the mission of the foundation in college through their contributions of time and talent. This year's recipient has been involved with the Alumni Association for 9 years, which is incredible. I'll clap to that. She sought out the association as a student in her first semester at MCC. And she currently serves on the Alumni Planning Committee, where she rarely misses a meeting and has volunteered at virtually every alumni event and activity since 2015. Her contributions have fostered new connections among our alumni community and strengthened the association. So please join me in recognizing our 2023 Alumni Volunteer of the Year, Kristine Moulard.
I just want to thank everybody for this, and definitely this school means so much to me. And those of you who know me know that. I'm sorry.
Next, it is my pleasure to introduce our next presenter, Dr. Bethany Silver, MCC class of 1990, MCC Foundation Director and Chief Performance Officer at Hartford Public Schools.
It's such an honor to be here, coming home to MCC and seeing all these familiar faces. I have the privilege of presenting the 2023 Volunteer of the Year Award, which recognizes an individual who has provided extraordinary service that has advanced the mission of the foundation through their contribution of time and talent. This year's award recipient values community and education and encourages others to do the same. He was the recipient of the Alumnus of the Year Award in 2018. His volunteer contributions are many. Through his leadership with the Alumni Association, he has been instrumental in planning and leading opportunities that benefit alumni and students and foster a sense of community among graduates. His passion for ensuring students have access to career-related workshops and resume reviews has been an invaluable tool for students preparing for employment. MCC Professor Emeritus Mary Ann Hanley shared that, quote, his professional and community life reflects the goals which we at MCC have always instilled upon our students. Please join me in congratulating this year's 2023 Volunteer of the Year Award recipient, Mr. John Toomey.
was going to bring Senator Handley with me. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it. She's been a lifelong inspiration, and that's what this college does. After 50 years, I still have college friends from here. And I have to say that the Bolton Alumni Scholarship Fund, this is the second largest school that gets money from the Bolton scholarships. And we just gave that money out yesterday. And I'm so glad that you're here.
Okay, congratulations, John. Now it's my honor to present the 2023 Alumni Benefactor of the Year Award in recognition of an alumnus who has demonstrated outstanding philanthropic leadership that has advanced the mission of the foundation. This year's recipient is a 2010 graduate who had already possessed a bachelor's and a master's degree before attending MCC. She sought a career change and earned a paralegal certificate. Her son, Michael Wood, also attended MCC. Lisa grew up in a family committed to community service and philanthropy. At MCC, she has lived these values by establishing the Michael Wood Memorial Scholarship. Lisa and her husband, Alex, generously support the scholarship annually. By her example, Lisa has taught others the importance of philanthropy in a community college setting and the impact it can have on student lives. The 2023 Alumni Benefactor of the Year is Lisa Wood.
I have to tell you, this is one of the most satisfying donations that we make. The letters we get from the students that tell us the difference that it's made in their ability to continue, pressure off their lives it's the best feeling. And I feel it makes the biggest impact of anything that we support. So I encourage all of you to make a donation, whatever amount works for you. Tell your friends.
And next, I am pleased to welcome Foundation President Peter Gross back to the podium.
The next award we have goes to a foundation or a corporation that has been demonstrated outstanding financial support for MCC and the foundation. This year's recipient has been one of our most faithful and generous supporters for nearly 20 years. This donor has established an endowed scholarship with the foundation. They've also recently supported the food pantry, the emergency student fund, and the Allied Health Program. Just as some of the things that they've been able to do here at MCC. They've had a profound impact on students' lives by those support donations that they've made. So I'm proud to present the 2023 Foundation Benefactor of the Year Award to Rockville Bank Community Foundation. Here to accept the award are Executive Director Lisa Settlemeyer, Vice President Rosemary Papa, and Rosemary was recently the President of the MCC Foundation, I might add, and Director Ray LaFerge.
The Board of Directors, I'd just like to share the fact that we are very pleased and proud that we're able to continue the Rockville Bank legacy and make you one of our benefactors. We had the option to move it elsewhere, and we decided, with a group of us, that we would take care of the foundation ourselves and keep the monies that were raised in the community when the bank went public in the local community. And you are one of our benefactors, and we assume we will continue to do that in the future. Thank you. Thank you.
With our last award, we're able to honor one of our own. The Foundation Director of the Year Award recognizes a member of the board who has demonstrated outstanding service to the board and foundation. This director served on the board for 19 years, has served for 19 years. He's been the president, he's been the treasurer, and he was the chairman of the Campaign 2020, which was a very successful capital campaign which raised over $12 million. The foundation has relied on a steady hand in this person, thoughtful leadership of this outstanding community leader. He's been a role model by leading others and teaching about philanthropy through his quiet but bold acts of generosity. And I heard this from one of his employees, actually, who was telling me that he worked for Mr. Lynch. And Mr. Lynch was a philanthropist who happened to have a car dealership that he ran. And I think I've seen that in Mike. So I think it's fitting, Mike will be coming off the board and he will be able to continue as a director emeritus in the coming years, and we expect to continue to hear from him and seek his advice. But it's my honor to provide the 2023 Foundation Director of the Year Award to Michael Lynch, Jr.
I'd just like to say thank you. I'm honored to receive this. I'm happy to see everyone here tonight. And thank you for all your support, and I can encourage you to continue to support the foundation going forward. It's a wonderful organization, and it helps so many students. It's just great. So thank you.
This concludes the formal part of the presentation. And I would really like to congratulate all our honorees. The tremendous work that they've done to support the students here through the foundation. I'd like to thank our music students and alumni, along with MCC's ICE Radio Club for providing entertainment. But most importantly, I want to thank all of you for all that you've done, each of you. Your personal gifts of time, talent, treasure have all made a big difference to students' lives. You really, literally changed the trajectory of their lives in many cases. We're grateful for that. And the students, many of whom you probably won't even meet personally, are so grateful for that. And I can see that and hear that pretty much every time I'm here on campus. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It's a wonderful way to be able to reach out and make a difference in people's lives in terms of access to higher education and to make their lives a better place, especially people that are new to the campus, and to be able to serve and provide that support to a diverse group of students here of all ages, genders, races, ethnicities here at MCC. So thank you very much for your support. Wonderful student art exhibit that's in the Dane Gallery and the Hans Weiss News Space Gallery.